Hi everyone, I'm back. This is part 2 of our spineless journal. This will be another in the series of extraordinary journals for February, or out of the ordinary, but really cool. So I went ahead and did both sides. As you can see, looks like I missed some spots here. Just went ahead and aged this up a little bit. You could Mod Podge this if you wanted to. I'm not going to, but listen to how sturdy that is. It's really, really sturdy. So I took a vote to the family, and any one of these could be the cover, but we unanimously decided on this one for the cover and this one for the back cover. So we'll be like so. I've got a couple pieces of fabric. This is linen that I got in an old tablecloth. I took all of the lace off, and this was the lace that was on the tablecloth. I've got yards and yards of this, and I've got yards and yards of this. So, but I only had one strip of this. In fact, after this journal, this is all I have left. I'm going to have to find some really cool lace. So I think I'm going to double up, use this. And I'm going to use another piece here, and this is going to be our binding. Now I said spineless, I didn't say we weren't going to bind it. So I think what I'm going to do is probably do a whole inch here. These are about an inch each, and maybe try to do it. Let's see, if I put this here, then I can get them pretty much in the same location. I think I want to come up this way and up that way a little bit. So we are going to glue this to the front and the back. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to, let's do one at a time. So I'm going to do about an inch. I'm going to try and spread it out also. You know what? It would probably be easier if I just do the lace on here first. I might need to, probably need to add a little bit more of that so that that'll stay down. But I don't want the glue you know, showing through so much. So just putting a little bit here and there, that'll be good. A little bit here. A little bit here. Just to tack it down, and then I can come back and add more later. Excuse me. So what I want to do, I think here, is I want to keep this because I've got my little insert here. And I'll just go ahead and show you that. I've got the designer paper, the coffee dyed tan. I've got some coffee dye tracing paper. That's a printed coffee dye. There's another designer page. Here is a tea dyed paper, music paper, another tan page, some more ledger, just a little bit of everything in here. And I think I might come by and do some edges. I don't know. We'll see. That's the middle. That's the middle of the journal there. And so I think I come up with 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. I think I came up with 15, 16 in there. So when I set this down on here, it's going to be about an inch, maybe 3/4. And that way I still have room to add some things if I want to. Yes, it's going to stick out a little bit, but if that bothers you, put a strip of lace on here. It doesn't bother me. So I'm going to just do this the way that she did it in the video. So she started with, I'm going to set the covers aside for a minute. Otherwise I'm going to confuse myself. She started with this, and she punched a hole, and I'm just going to use my 3/4 of an inch, which I haven't used in a while, and I think it's set. I think if it's all the way back, let's see, if it's all the way back, no, yeah, if it's all the way back, that's an inch. Okay, now I want to come in 1 inch with the hole punch. So let me find that middle. I'm just eyeballing this, and I'm going to make this kind of flat, and I have this monstrosity here. This is my seam binding that I'm going to use to tie everything together. I wanted it kind of scrunchy, so I just scrunched it with that. But now I need these clips, so I'm just going to bind these real quick. Not bind them, but clip them. Make sure everything is still tight. And clip it like that. Did I get it all? If I start here and slide it out that way, sometimes that works. Alright, so now I want to take this on the 1 inch side, and I'm using the 3/16 inch hole, and I've got it set to 1 inch, so I'm going to come in. I got something stuck in there. There we go. And I'm just going to punch that hole. I'm trying to get in a place where you can see it. Right halfway through the fold. Okay? Same thing on this side. Just coming in 1 inch. Like that. Okay? Now while I've got those clips still on, I'm going to take one of these. Now there's two. This would be better if I had scrunched it up a little bit more, but you'll get the idea. I think I'm going to use a darning needle. If you can, well, let's see. If you can get it through the hole without the darning needle, that's okay too. But I think, yeah, I think I need the darning needle. So let's just put that in there and pop it through. Okay, same thing on this end. This is a 1 inch, this is a 1 yard piece of seam binding that I've crumpled. Oops. Oh, I've got to get new glasses. My son and I were just talking about that. I need to take him in. I'm gonna almost wonder if I need trifocals for all the close-up work I do. Okay, so I'm just pulling that through. I've got both of those through the holes now. And the secret is to not let them go. So I'm going to flip it over this way. I'm going to pull these through gently. And so I've got the, them in the middle. And flip that over. And then I'm going to close this. I'm not worried about that being twisted. I'm going to close this and I'm going to pull these out like this. I think I am going to take the clips off now. Maybe I'll clip that shut. And then it won't go south on me. Okay, so I've got that, and now I need to put my covers on. So I'm going to put this on the top. I'm going to have to take the clips off. That's not going to work. Okay, so I don't want this piece sticking out, so I'm going to do it this way, actually. Okay, and now I'm going to clip it. But you can see that as I have it squeezed together, it's only about 1/2 inch. But when I let go, that's going to pop up quite a bit. And actually, with the clips on it, it's going to be even tighter because some of that paper is warbly and coffee dyed and beautiful. So I'm just going to pinch that down so it'll help me stay where I want it while I glue on the other pieces. So I want this to be nice and aligned on the spine. Okay, poet didn't know it, make it rhyme every time. And we are going to glue these pieces on. So let me put this back here. We know those are an inch down, but we don't want this on top of that. We want this to come about right here. So I'm going to get some glue on here. And like I said, I want to go in about an inch. It's all balling up on the tip. Okay. And I'm going to come up about ½ an inch from that. So let's do that like that. Okay, I'm going to do this the same way, only the opposite, and I'm going to be ½ an inch from there. So let's see if we can get some glue on this. I think I left it open too long today. It was working good for a while. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to come down about ½ an inch from there. So it's like that. Okay. And then the important thing is we don't want to make this snug because we need a little room to grow. All right, so we're going to flip it over, line this back up, and I just want, I just want that last inch. I need to hurry because my son's going to start cutting the grass and the dog's going to start barking. It's what always happens. Okay, so just that inch is all I want on here. That gives me some play. Same thing here. Okay. Now when I let go of this, you'll see that I have a little bit of play in this. Okay, well, we almost made it. Yeah, so I've glued that a 1 inch, that 1 inch, and that gives me some wiggle room here. And then the only thing left to do is tie this spine here. I think I'll make the bow go up toward the top a little bit. See if I can get that tighter than enough to stay there. And there we go. So there you have it. That's an easy spineless journal, and it took no time at all. If I hadn't had so many interruptions, and if I hadn't let the battery die, etc., etc., it would have been a lot faster. I decided not to put anything else on the front. I think it's fine. I am going to trim this ribbon down. This one is short, so we'll let one be short. I'm just going to trim off some of that, and then we'll let this one be semi-short. I can use that for a tag or something. And we're going to call it done. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you try it. You could use any paper in this. It would be fabulous. I probably could have even stuck some of this inside. Maybe I should tea dye some of this. I like that paper in my journals for making lists. But anyway, I thank you for joining me. And next week I think we're going to do a wraparound journal. But I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.